Beethoven, which was produced in 1992, is a nice family comedy movie about a dog who always makes troubles, but is truly a good friend. The main stars include Charles Grodin, Bonnie Hunt, and Dean Jones, and others. It was directed by Brian Levant.
The story begins when a group of puppies are stolen from a pet store by two thieves. A puppy escapes and sneaks into the Newton family's home. The workaholic father, George Newton, doesn't want the responsibility of owning a dog, but his wife Alice and their children Rice, Ted, and Emily convince him. They give him the name Beethoven when Emily plays a portion of Ludwig van Beethoven's Fifth Symphony on the piano, and the dog barks along to it.
Beethoven grows into an extremely fat adult dog and helps the children overcome their problems. He helps Rice talk to her schoolmate, scares off bullies for Ted, and saves Emily's life when she falls into an irresponsible babysitter's swimming pool. George, jealous of the affection Beethoven receives, feels neglected as his family fawns over him. His antics ruin a barbecue is hosting for Brad and Bree, rude and pleasant venture capitalists looking to invest in and secretly swindle him out of his car freshener firm.
The Newton take Beethoven to a veterinarian, Dr. Harman Barnick, for routine medical examination and immunizations. They are aware that he is involved in unethical and deadly animal experimentation. He speaks to George and tells him of a supposed mental instability among ST. Partner dogs makes them potentially dangerous to humans and advises him to watch Beethoven closely for any sign of aggression. He actually requires last called dogs such as ST partners for ammunition tests.
Dr. Warnick visits the Newton home under guise of doing a follow-up exam on Beethoven. He puts fake blood on his arm and hits Beethoven until he leaps on him. He pretends to be an agony, warning Judge that Beethoven may be turning aggressive and must be euthanized or he will have no choice but to press charges. Emily, who saw Dr. Warnick hit him, protests that the attack was fake, but George, fearing for his family's safety, reluctantly takes him to the Dr. Warnick's office. It's on the way that George discovers his own affections for him. He remembers his father had to take their dog to the vet to be euthanized, and he never forgave him for it. He fears that his own family will hate him now for taking Beethoven to be euthanized. When he returns home with the empty leash and collar, his family leaves the dinner table rather than remain with him.
After recognizing the children's sadness and having a conversation with Alice, the Newtons go to Dr. Wernick's office, but he lies and claims that Beethoven has already been euthanized. George notices that Dr. Wernick has no bite marks on his arm and punches him. The Newtons follow him to his warehouse. Beethoven breaks free but is recaptured by Dr. Wernick's two associates, Harvey and Vernon. While Alice calls the police, George crashes through the skylight just as Dr. Wernick prepares to shoot Beethoven. Before he can, another dog bites him, causing him to fire a shot in the air. After hearing the gunshot, Ted drives the car through the door and runs it into a cart, launching numerous syringes into Dr. Wernick and sedating him. As the Newtons reunite with Beethoven and free all the captive dogs, they notice Harvey and Vernon trying to escape and send the dogs after them. They escape into a junkyard only to be attacked by a pack of Doberman dogs guarding it.
Dr. Barnick, Harvey, and Vernon are arrested for animal abuse. The Newtons are praised as heroes by the news. Rice also gets a phone call from her schoolmate. The Newtons then go to sleep, saying good night to Beethoven, and all the dogs they rescued, who are all sleeping in their bedroom.